Hello and welcome to Stephanie's Movie Reviews. I am your host, Stephanie Thompson. I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild and AFTRA, a classically trained singer-songwriter, vocal coach, and an actor myself. In this show, we review 4 categories of films: action, family, drama, and comedy. And I'm so pleased to tell you that we have a special guest today, and we are going to be reviewing a special movie, a drama, and we're going to get to that in a minute. But my special guest is one of my favorite people in the world, Amy Kodashian. She is a creator and producer of 3 shows on akexpertstv.com, The Amy Kodashian and the Expert Show, World of Book Reviews with Judy Morio, and my show, Stephanie's Movie Reviews, with me, Stephanie Thompson. And I am so pleased to say that that person is none other than Amy Kodashian.
Oh, thank you so much for this lovely introduction.
Yes,
you
yes.
always appreciate me. I appreciate you so much.
Yes, well, I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we are reviewing a movie that touched both of our hearts very much so, called The Promise. And it's a drama, and it's actually has a special significance today for Amy specifically, and we're going to get to that in a minute. So,
yeah, it's a really close to my heart.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm Armenian, and I'm a third generation of the Armenian genocide.
Yes.
So the Promise movie was wanted to go see it very badly, which I did, and I watched it with my daughter, and that was amazing. The experience that I got, the closeness we got together, and we both broke down crying, and it was really good. It was an amazing movie, and the reason is I connected with it more, but I could see a lot of people really connected with it, is because
we'll get to that in just a minute.
Okay.
Before we get to it, let's just go through the basics on The Promise. It's a drama history romance. It was released April 21st, 2017, directed by Terry George, and the actors in it are Oscar Isaac, Charlotte LeBon, Christian Bale, and James Cromwell. It's PG-13 for thematic material, some sexuality, disturbing images, violence, and war atrocities. The running time is 2 hours and 14 minutes. And basically, the synopsis is Michael is betrothed to Morel in Sarun, and he uses the dowry that she has to go to a medical school in Constantinople to better himself and bring medicine back to Sarun. And where he goes to Constantinople, he meets and falls in love with Anna, who's involved with a photojournalist named Chris, an American, and they kind of have a love triangle there. And then when they're involved with all of that, meanwhile, it's on the eve of the end of the Ottoman Empire. It's around 1915 and on the verge of World War I. And a lot of things are happening. A lot of traumatic things are happening in the world.
Yes.
So, is that about right, Amy?
Yes,
Does that
it is
sound about right?
And actually, I've been talking about my auntie and the family.
Yes.
And that they said this movie really it showed exactly what it was.
Right.
In a really nice way. I really enjoyed watching it because it wasn't over violent. It wasn't. It wasn't showing. It was showing both sides.
Yes.
And both sides of the Turkish. Some Turkish were, they really slaughtered a lot of people.
Yes.
But then the other Turkish were defending.
We're taking mercy on them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it shows you the humanity. So I didn't see the movie was prejudiced.
No.
It
Right.
was not prejudiced. It was very well done. In the beginning was really didn't show much at all, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty nice. And then it took you in, and then in the end of the movie they showed a little bit more, and the acting, the music, everything about this movie was perfect.
Yes, the composer was Gabriel Yared, by the way, too. Mm-hmm. And the music really lent itself to the the story. It really music plays such an important part in the movies.
Of course, because
it
they
really
create that
does.
mood.
It really enhances the movie experience.
Yes, and then the story, the way they told the story, it was a really, it really, you weren't like, oh, it's too much. It wasn't too much. It wasn't over. Like they didn't show some too much violent, which they did in the end a little bit, but
Right.
it was perfect.
Right.
It was really, they put the story, love story in it too, to make it more even nice.
Yes.
The idea, the name of the acting. I mean, even if you don't know anything about the Armenian genocide, just this movie about humanity, just this, it gives you different perspective. It gives you appreciation. And my grandfather and grandmother were on the boat, were saved, and they were my grandma, grandpa, and my uncle. All of my grandma's family and grandpa's family, they were in the mountain, on that mountain where the friends came and took them in the boat, and they were on those boats.
And you didn't find that out until after the movie, did you?
When I did hear about the ocean and they came in to save them,
but you
I
didn't realize it was the same. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was the same story, the same thing that I knew.
Yes.
And then I called my auntie and I said I couldn't believe that my grandparents' story, they
was
were
being
on those
depicted
boats.
right on the screen in front of you.
In the front of you.
That must have been so powerful.
I couldn't believe it.
I mean, I can't imagine, because that story touched my heart so much. I don't know much about the Armenian genocide, although I'm learning more and more each day. This is the second story, movie, documentary. Well, this was a movie, but I saw a documentary on it. Apo's documentary, Map of Salvation, that I saw about the missionaries
and
who
that
took
was
care
nice
of that.
too.
And that was very nice. And now I'm seeing this movie, and I'm learning more. And it really touched my heart. And I really can't imagine how you feel being I don't know, whatever generation Armenian, third generation Armenian, knowing that your family was part of that story. And I'm just so blessed even more to know you, seeing what those people went through to get you to be here today.
To be alive. If my grandma,
be alive today.
If grandpa didn't make it, I wouldn't be here today. I'm a second generation. My daughter is the third one, and then she was crying.
Yes.
She was crying in the movie. In the end of the movie, she couldn't hold it, and me and her, we were like, we couldn't hold it together. But it was a very, very well done movie.
It was an awesome movie.
Yeah.
The costumes were beautiful. The acting was beautiful. The story was beautiful. It was very consistent throughout, and it took you in. It
One
was
of
just,
those movies you don't forget.
No.
It's just like unforgettable
No.
movie. And I just want to say to thank Chris. He's
the journalist.
Yeah, he brought light to the problem, and because of him, because of the American
journalist.
Yeah, he saved a lot of people. He's basically saved.
And that was a true story. And that was a true story.
That is true story.
He really lived.
Yes.
That journalist really existed, and he really told the story of the Armenian people.
Yes.
And that is how the world knows
and he saved
what happened. And he
all those
saved
people
and he
because
saved
of
those
him.
people because of him.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Well, hey, we don't want to forget today. What is today?
I don't know. What is today?
What is today? Today is Stephanie's birthday.
Today is
But
my
then
birthday.
She's here doing the show.
Yes.
And happy birthday, Stephanie.
Thank you.
And you can see she's dressed up because
I'm
her
dressed
boyfriend
up.
is taking her out tonight to
Yes.
dinner and to watch a show.
Yes.
It's been really, really blessing getting to know you and call you a soul sister.
I'm so blessed to know you, and I just want to say, Amy gave me this
she brought
beautiful
it.
card. I had to bring it because it's so beautiful. She gave me this beautiful hummingbird card, just gorgeous. It's so Stephanie, and it says on the inside, "You couldn't be ordinary if you tried." Isn't that lovely? Just so lovely.
I saw it there. I'm
So-
like, why she's having this the card there, but
Yes,
I'm glad you liked
I had to share this with everyone. Yes, I want to thank you for all the birthday wishes. It's been an amazing birthday so far. I'm so blessed to be here and doing my show and doing what I love. Thank you so much. So thank you, Amy, for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you in the next segment.